What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here, bringing you the newest episode of our legendary college roster series. And today we're on number 23, or 22 actually. So what we're doing is we looked at the top 25 college teams of all time, because everyone knows in college they rank the top 25 teams on any given week. I can't remember the website that it was, but it seemed pretty agreeable for the most part. We've already done Wisconsin, Washington, and Georgia Tech. And today, as you can tell by the title and probably the thumbnail, we're doing Ole Miss. So for Ole Miss, we're using, unfortunately, for me as an Eagle fan, if you don't know, now you know. I'm an Eagles fan, so it's gonna kind of suck using the Giants as the team because they just had the closest, most jersey resemblance to Ole Miss. So that's what we'll be using. What we're gonna do is play the moments and sim to the halfway point of the season, and then we'll play the moments. Hopefully we'll make a playoff run, and you guys get to see some sick fucking next-gen 2K15 gameplay here. Guys, on this video, we need about at least 107 likes, or else the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl for the next 9 years in a row. So that's what my YouTube network is telling me to tell you guys. But anyways, we're going to jump right in here to the roster for Ole Miss. Try my best to make it as appropriate as possible. Let's set the depth chart. Oh, it was already kind of easy because we're using the Giants as a background. Eli Manning, the best quarterback in the history of Ole Miss, in my honest opinion. In terms of, like I said, these players are a mix of guys that were really good at Ole Miss and maybe didn't have the best pro career, and a mix of just guys that went to Ole Miss and then were really good in the NFL. It's just a combination of the best of from Ole Miss. So I'm not strictly just making guys that were the best at Ole Miss just in college only. So we have Eli Manning, an 89 overall, two-time Super Bowl MVP, I believe, but he has those 2 Super Bowls. And his regular season stats aren't. He's always turned the ball over a lot, but he's one of those few quarterbacks that you just get him in the playoffs. If you get Eli Manning into the playoffs, wild card, divisional, you get a first-round bye, anything like that, he could fucking win. He could win it all. So good quarterback there, I guess. It pains me to say. Then the running back position, we're going with Deuce McAllister, 88, the legendary New Orleans Saint. And we got Dexter McCluster, the versatile running back, also from Ole Miss. He's really a wide receiver running back hybrid here. So he'll be, probably just our third down back. But Deuce McAllister will be our main ball carrier. Big old Deuce. One of the most frustrating games I've ever watched as a Philadelphia Eagle fan was when him and his New Orleans Saints beat us in the playoffs. I can't remember what year it was, maybe 2007. I think it was the year they actually won the Super Bowl. Could be wrong, but I think it was. I was so fucking frustrated that could not stop him. He is a great chain mover. Fullback couldn't find one, so we're just going Will Johnson. Looking at the wide receivers, we got Mike Wallace as wide receiver 1, 88 overall. We got Dante Moncrief, wide receiver 2, 87 overall. And then the rookie Laquan Treadwell, 85 overall. So Treadwell, he might be heading towards bust territory already. I still think it's a little too early to say that. But for him, he was going into last year's draft as probably the highest regarded wide receiver. Ended up being like the 3rd wide receiver took it and couldn't even find playing minutes, really, with the Vikings. I don't think he was hurt. I mean, Vikings fans may be able to correct me on this. It just seems like, they were going with Patterson, with Stephon Diggs. Kyle Rudolph was a primary target. I mean, Charles Johnson, Jarius Wright were getting snapped before he was. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But while he was at Ole Miss, which is why we gave him an 85, he was very, very good. We got Moncrief, who I think was like a 3rd or 4th round. I think a 4th round draft pick. One of the guys, just one of 2. Him and Martavis Bryant, I would have took all day over Josh Huff for the Philadelphia Eagles. We decided to pass on him. He's having a nice career with the Colts when he is healthy. Hopefully he can get a full season under his belt and form a nice combination tandem with T.Y. Hilton and Philip Dorsett. And then Mike Wallace is maybe the most accomplished Ole Miss wide receiver in the NFL. Not so well. I mean, he actually had a solid year with the Baltimore Ravens this year, but then he had a kind of a down period with the Vikings, kind of a down period with the Dolphins. But really, when he was with the Steelers, he was very, very good. So he's number 1 for us this year. Tight end, we're going Wesley Walls, who's in our legendary rosters on the Carolina Panthers. He was from Ole Miss, so he is pretty solid. Don't know a whole lot about him, honestly, but he will be our tight end. Offensive line, left tackle, we got Michael Orr, who may be considered a bust in the NFL. Maybe it's just because he had the hype from the movie, The Blind Side. But because he has a movie, we had to at least give him 92. We have to give him some Hollywood stats. Then at left guard, we got Laramie Tunsil, who was regarded as the best offensive lineman in last year's draft class. Then on draft day, came out that he had a fucking, like a bong gas mask situation going up. which is kind of fucked up, to be honest with you. But I will love him at guard, even though he could play guard or tackle. 86 overall. At center, we have Gene Hickerson, who was on the Cleveland Browns legendary roster, so he was an old head for the Ole Miss Rebels. We have him here at center, the 92 overall. Then at right guard, we got Bobby Massey, 82. He's really low because he's a tackle, but we couldn't find any other offensive linemen, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. We'll just throw Bobby Massey here, and he's only an 82 overall. I think he's bounced around from, not even like a second or third round pick, but he's bounced around from the Cardinals. I think he's on the Bears right now. And then at right tackle, we're going Bradley Sowell from where the fuck is he at? Seattle Seahawks. We gave him an 87 overall. Part of that very, very, very talented Seattle Seahawks offensive line, clearly. Then on the defense side of the ball, left defensive end, we have Robert Kimdichie, 85 overall. That was a super talented Ole Miss team. Kimdichie, Laramie Tunsil, and Laquan Treadwell were all 1 point in the draft stage considered to be the top prospect of each one of those positions. But almost all of them had off-the-field issues aside from Treadwell. Kimdichie, I think, like during the draft, like after he declared to go to the draft, like fell from like a 3-story window or something crazy like that. I'm not exactly sure how well he did with the Cardinals this year, but I assume it wasn't horrible. Then on right defensive end, we got maybe the biggest piece of shit in the NFL, Greg Hardy. Because he's Ole Miss, we got to use him, but man, fuck Greg Hardy. Defensive tackle, we got Tim Bowens, who was I think he made the Pro Bowl a couple times for the Miami Dolphins in the 90s. And then we got Jim. Actually, I actually have a little Wikipedia page up here. I decided to open up. So Tim Bowens was a first-round pick out of Ole Miss to the Miami Dolphins, made the Pro Bowl 2 times, and was the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in 1994. So good for him. Nice little season there. And then we have Jim Dunaway, who was a first-round pick, 3rd overall to the Buffalo Bills in 1963. 2-time AFL champion, 4-time AFL All-Star, Super Bowl 7, looking like Super Bowl 7 champion. But then he looks like he's he's O.J. Simpson light from his Wikipedia page. He got charged with like his murdering his wife or some shit like that. And he was a teammate of O.J. Simpson when he was on the Bill. Like, it's fucked. It's kind of fucked. But, what they did is, look at this. He was a part of a defense that held opposing runners without a rushing touchdown for a pro football record 17 consecutive games between the 1964 and 65 seasons. So, great run stopper there for our 2 defensive tackle spots. Left side linebacker, we have Ashley Palmer, who I'm not super familiar with, but he went to Ole Miss. We gave him an 81 overall, slightly juiced a little bit. Middle linebacker, we're good. We gave Pat Willis the 99. In my opinion, since I've been watching football, taking all the players that have gone to Ole Miss, Patrick Willis for me is the greatest Ole Miss player in the NFL that I've ever seen. Maybe that's even debatable for history. He's definitely top 5. One of the best middle linebackers of the last decade, even though he retired kind of early. It was easy giving him 99. He was an absolute animal. Right outside linebacker, we have Derek Burgess, who is we gave him a 90 overall. He got drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, I think in the 3rd round in 2001. He was 2-time Pro Bowler, 2nd team All-Pro in 2005 with the Oakland Raiders. Fortunately, he had his best years with the fucking Raiders. He led the NFL in sacks in 2005. So that 05 season with the Raiders, he was an absolute animal. Then we have at corner, we have Senquez Golson, who was part of that Landshark defense recently at Ole Miss. We gave him a 91 overall. Not a lot of great corners here from Ole Miss over the years. We have Tremaine McBride, 87 overall out of Ole Miss. Both these guys severely undersized, so that is leaves me a little bit worried because we are playing against the legendary roster in these connected franchise modes. So teams with big, tall wide receivers are actually going to shit pump us. But we did keep Jenkins and DRC on the roster. Hopefully as cover. Free safety with Kendrick Lewis, the safety from the Baltimore Ravens. We give him an 87 overall. He's solid depth guy, but he was big shit, I assume, at Ole Miss while he was there. And at strong safety, you have Cassius Vaughn, who was a corner, and I converted him to safety. Gave him a 90 overall. The vet out of Ole Miss. Special teamers were not from Ole Miss. They're transfers. We have a couple transfers here. So overall, not the most overpowered roster you will see, but there's definitely enough meat on the bone to make a very solid video out of this. I think this team should compete, but will they eventually win? I have no idea. So let's take a look here at the schedule, because how I've been doing this, if you've caught the first 3 episodes, which if you haven't, you should, I sim to the halfway point, and then basically we sim to week 16, because week 16 and 17 are divisional matchups. But I don't want to play the Philadelphia Eagles because that just makes me feel dirty. So what we're going to do is we'll play week 14 and week 17. That's what we'll do. Play the Cowgirls and the Redskins. All right, everything looks good so far. So let's jump to the midseason point. I hope to God we can get a couple victories here. On paper, though, this team's probably not the strongest. Like, the strength of this team really fucking the defensive front. I don't even know. Like, there's no real obvious strength for this team. Linebackers, probably. I don't even know. Like, there's still a weak... Well, there's a weak link in every aspect of this team. Like, on the offensive side of the ball, it's the offensive line's not amazing. We don't have an elite running back. On the defensive side of the ball, we have Greg Hardy, who's the weak link on the D-line. We have Ashley Palmer, who's the weak link at linebacker. And our corners are incredibly small. See, something I was going to add, Jamarcus Sanford, who's a safety on the Saints. And for some reason, he fucking vanished. I couldn't trade for him before I started the Cowboys franchise mode because he was injured. And then as soon as the game popped in, he's gone. And he's gone. So that kind of sucked for that. I've actually heard of him a little bit. But we're going to try our best here. The worst case scenario, we'll just get 2 games. Get in where you fit in. Like I said, this isn't a super serious series. It's just something I wanted to do. And a plus, like, I mean, let's be honest. The first, from 25 down to 20, they're not the most, well-established schools you're going to see. But I got to get them done. And, it's not like pulling teeth or anything like that. I got to get it done eventually. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Like I said, 107 likes, or else the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl for the next 12 years straight. So, that means, I don't know. If you're a Giant fan watching this, I know there are a couple Giant fans that do watch my videos. Maybe 400 likes will make it so that's no matter how many other likes. If we don't hit 400 likes at least, I don't know. I don't know how to fucking word it. I'm just jumbling my words here. As we try to find our way to week 14 to play the Dallas Cowgirls. Oh shit, 3-7. Oh come on, we're playing the 2-8-1 Cleveland Browns. That should be 4-7, baby. Come on. Come on. Be nice to Daddy. Be nice to Daddy. There we go. Oh, we're taking over. Doesn't look like we're going to make the playoffs, so 4-7 already. Not a hot start. Might be 5-7. That's Pittsburgh Steelers, though. No, we're 4-8. And where we are is bottom of the NFC East, where everyone's having a good year except us. So, let's just take on the Cowboys right now. 8-4 Dallas. So, is Ole Miss racist? Like, they're one that my girlfriend is a fair weather fan of college. She straight up likes like 9 teams because she's a cheerleader and she likes the different universities based off of their cheerleading teams. She likes Ole Miss. She likes TCU. She likes Louisville. But anyways, she's an Ole Miss fan, and I told her that it's kind of racist. Like the Rebels. Like, isn't that because, like, the people... Maybe I completely misunderstood, and like I said, some of you guys that might live down south that watch my videos might be able to properly explain it, because I've done zero research, so this is a absolute blind statement. But it doesn't seem like the Rebels, like, weren't those the people that fought to keep slavery in the South? What they called the Rebels as, like, the nickname? Like, isn't the fucking, the Confederate flag known as, like, the Rebel flag? Seems kind of racist to me, though. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I'm Canadian. We have the only black players we have up here are the fucking ones that are on the Toronto Raptors. So that's a lie. It's a fucking lie. All right, let's go deuce. Deuce, deuce. Boom. So I think the strength of this offense for me is definitely going to be the deep ball of Mr. Mike Wallace. Michael Wallace, the third. Yeah, Wallace. By the way, I don't know when you guys are going to be seeing this, but like as my tentative schedule will be, you guys will be catching this like end of July or end of June, and end of June. I mean end of fucking January. Just go through all the months that start with JC4. By the end of January, you will be seeing this, which means live streams are coming back soon. My live stream ban, which I'm not going to really dive into. You can find it. I've talked about it a couple times on the channel. This fucking bullshit ban. Is up in early February, so it'll be up before this series here ends. So I probably will be for a little bit using the Legendary Roster series as my weekly live stream event. So I hope you guys tune in for that. I missed all you guys in the chat. Now, but then again, when I was live streaming before, I was live streaming with like 15,000 subscribers, and now I have almost 30. So I don't know how that's gonna go down. Like, we always got solid views. We had, like, I remember sometimes I would stream during the day, like when I figured most people were either working or in school, and we still got like almost 100 viewers, which was crazy at that time. And then I knew when we did our like night streams, we get like upwards of 300 motherfucking people, which was really really cool. Like every time I would check it, we were the most popular Madden live stream on YouTube. So that's pretty cool, and I hope those numbers stay, pretty consistent with the when we start doing them up again. Because I obviously one of my fuck sakes, here we go. The big live stream idea is gonna be live streaming during the first round. I'll probably live stream during, pending my schedule. Ideally, I will fucking live stream during the entire NFL draft. Every round we'll talk about it. I mean, maybe not day 3. I mean that day's kind of pushing it, but maybe we'll do that. Oh, that was not good. The only issue is that I'm going to do a live stream, but then I'm also going to do like individual videos, like recaps for every single team. If, that's pretty much how I've done the draft on Beast Mode TV here for the last 3 years. And it may make it extremely hectic to make all those videos if I'm live streaming for the whole day. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but it'll be something alright. It'll be something very agreeable for the masses, I think. Alright. This is a funky playbook. Not a fan of the Giants playbook, I'll tell you that. As it stands right now, best offensive playbook in this game. I'm going to have to... Oh, for fuck's sakes. What are you doing, C4? Scrambling with Eli Manning. I'm going to say the best offensive playbook I've used so far is easily the Saints. Okay. Fuck, it's... where's goddamn Dexter McCluster? Get him out there on the screen passes, for fuck's sakes. Just gone backwards since we got in the red zone. Oh, there's Dexter McCluster. We'll send him out of the backfield here. Oh my god. Well, who's our kicker? Is it still Josh Brown? Wow, that's bad taste. But I think he's from Texas, so we have the Texas transfer making the field goal here. The opening hashtag Giants pride. Kick the shit out of your wife, hashtag Giants pride. Kick the shit out of your wife at the fucking Pro Bowl, hashtag Giants pride. Isn't that what happened? He kicked the shit. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Or one of the instances. I think it might have been one of those like multiple occurrences, but I think that was the story. Was that he kicked the shit out of his wife in like Hawaii. Oh my god, of course! That was a very cheesy interception, if I do say so myself. Byron Jones coming up with the fluky-ass deflection pick. 2-minute drill gets some points. I'll try my best, but I mean, holy fuck. This team is struggling right now, people. Where's Mike Wallace at? Who's he going up against? Landry Scandrick? I expect a little bit better. Try this. Let's just mix and match this. Oh, there we go. Take the check down to Deuce as he gets absolutely popped by 32. I think that is actually Scandrick there. Maybe, just maybe, Dexter McCluster, even though he's not a high overall, I think he gives up like 4 or 5 points to Deuce McAllister. The way that we're playing right now, a lot of checkdowns to the running back. So maybe, would be more beneficial to our team. Oh my god. This playbook sucks. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not playing the best football. This is just not a good playbook. I'm not liking these plays. Maybe if I was fucking super lazy and stopped going with the coach suggestions. Right now, as it stands, it's maybe more so Ben McAdoo who's just giving me horrible play calls. Oh, stay bounce. We really do need a touchdown, though. To be down only 4 going in a half. That's light. Let's see what Eli Manning's sick throw on the run is. Oh, shit. Well, that's a nice little passing grab there. Mike Wallace being his favorite target. What do we got here? Deep attack. Oh, I can't go to Harris. He's not an Ole Miss player. That's the run I wanted. Maybe Treadwell will get open. Just throw it the deuce. 4-yard gain. That's the only other rule. There's not a whole lot of rules here. Like I said, it's not super serious. But occasionally, there will be players that weren't from Ole Miss. They're transfers, but we're just going to ignore them like the plague. Oh my God, Deuce McAllister is exhausted. Whoa, that was a glitchy looking pass. Get him out there then. He's fucking exhausted. Like, what are the playbook? Like, what's the fucking... Everything with this Giants team's horrible. My running back's exhausted. Any other team, they goddamn rotate running backs maybe even too much. No, I guess here we're just going to go ahead and not do that. Yeah, fuck it, we're going for it. This playbook sucks. Okay. There we go. Mike Wallace for the touchdown, baby. Big ball, C4. Going for it. On 4th down. We need that touchdown. If we want any hope of competing here in the second half. 4 points is manageable. But then again, how about we give me a goddamn play on offense? And of course not. Look at this shit. Do you want to be down 10 with fucking 2 minutes and 50 seconds left? Well, here's what you're getting anyway. Too bad. Ooh, nice grab from Mike Wallace. Let's go no huddle so we don't... Like, I guarantee... Oh, for fuck's sakes, let me go for it. Because look, now, I want to go no huddle. It's good. Look, tempo is normal. Watch this clock. Oh, yeah, just grind it off 10 fucking seconds there. Give me a Wesley Wall. See that big tight end can do something. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal pass grab. This Ole Miss team is goddamn efficient, I'll tell you that. Alright, so Walls is officially a guy we're 100% never throwing to again. I'll give him one more opportunity. I take it back. Oh, there we go. I lied. We went for it. We got that TD. Now we're down 3. Defense needs to get us a stop. Keep us in the game, defense. Yeah, of course. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Didn't like the playbook. Didn't like the plays the coach was suggesting for me. Didn't like the substitutions for the running back. Deuce McAllister was in there. Oh, he's sucking ass. Overall, not a positive experience so far. But I think this is the only NFC East team that I use for these rosters, so feels a little bit dirty right now doing the Giants, but I think this is the only time. So then we'll just sim straight to week 17, where we play... Fuck, did we play week 17? The Redskins, I think. But I think this statistically... Well, I mean, not statistically, because we'll check out the stats, though, at the end of the video. But I think from a record standpoint, this is the worst record we've had so far. Unfortunately, happens for Ole Miss. I mean, I don't hate Ole Miss. I thought that they're an alright team. They're alright with, you know, Chad Kelly. You got Stringfellow. He's solid. They're 5-10. Hopefully we can get something done here. What else does Ole Miss have right now? I remember back when they had the Land Sharks defense, they were very exciting to watch. They had a good safety. I can't remember his fucking name. I thought he was going to be a phenomenal NFL player. And I don't think he's even rostered right now. They had Golson. They had... Fuck this. Who was the safety? Safety was good. I don't know. It sucks that I can't remember his name. But I know they had Kim Dichie back there. You had, like, Kim Dichie's brother was also on the team. Ole Miss was solid. Now more so, I don't know. I think they might struggle with Chad Kelly. I think it's going to be a little bit of a down period there. But then I have no... Fuck, who knows? So maybe they have a good recruiting class that I'm not aware of. "77 catches on the year for Moncrief. Wesley Walls, a.k.a. drops touchdown passes like a motherfucker. Oh, this defense. They're just picking on my 5'9" corners. What's wrong with being 5'9", you know? I mean, I was 5'9" when I was in, like, grade 8. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, there we go. Treadwell, I think we'll win this game. I'm gonna make that bold prediction. Someone call Skip Bayless, because there's a hot take over here. We will win this game. It's the last thing I do. Oh my God. Why stick maybe? Goddamn pedophile Ben McAdoo. Horrible playbook. Never should have let Tom Coughlin go. Alt wide open. Don't. Oh my God! Catch it, Mike Wallace. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at her butt. Mike Wallace can't catch shit. He must be one of those rap guys' girlfriends. Okay. Wesley Walls make the play. There we go. Talking shit about him in the pregame. Comes up with a very nice grab. I mean, I've seen that play picked off countless times, but luckily, I mean, we have 89 overall Eli Manning. Oh, we missed the extra point. Oh, actually, I know I could have included actually Archie Manning on this roster. He's in this game. He was on the Saints. But he wouldn't have played over Eli. I would have went Eli. Like, what did Archie Manning do? You know? Maybe he actually was great. Fuck. There's Darryl Gray making the pick. Great corner. Look at no gloves. Old school. Maybe if we had Archie, maybe if we had Papa Manning, we wouldn't be struggling as much. I think he only had like an 86 overall though. Oh my God. Horrible pass. We got a chance though. I don't have a backup, so maybe it's even there. There you go. Maybe if I had a fucking backup, I could put in Archie Manning. We're going to stick with Eli. For the love of God, Eli. Oh my Jesus Christ! If Ryan Kerrigan was able to pick that off, like backpedaling, I might have just had to I'd just go Wildcat. Have goddamn Deuce McAllister be the quarterback. I wish you could do that. That's a problem with Madden. Madden takes itself too seriously. I remember back in NFL 2K5, you could literally make anyone you wanted any position in the game very quickly. So many times we'd have Mason Crosby at kicker, you know, or Mason Crosby as a quarterback. That's the ultimate. Oh Jesus Christ! That was the ultimate slap in the face. I think it would have been Madden 2008 maybe. That if you were whooping someone. You'd always have, if you knew you were gonna shit pump someone before you started the game, you'd put Mason Crosby on your team. You'd trade for him. I think he's always been on the Packers, and then you put him in a quarterback once you were stomping. That was the ultimate. Oh, I wish I was YouTubing back then. A bunch of my buddies I used to play Madden with have moved away. There's been some absolute battles in Madden history with me and my buddies. And no, not one of them acts like any of these fucking Madden YouTubers. No high-pitched girl screams. Oh, perfect ball. No high-pitched girl screams. No clickbait. Fucking dick-sucking face in the thumbnail. It was just straight up shootouts, defensive battles. I mean, Julius Peppers still is a nightmare name for a bunch of us. Some of us from all the years of playing Madden still have nightmares about Julius Peppers. As Deuce McAllister finds his way into the end zone there. I wish I did have a way to capture up my PlayStation 2. I still have a PS2 here, hooked up to my TV with 2K5 and NFL Streets on fucking deck. But, oh God, this game's... Remember I said we were going to win this one for sure? Well... Look at it. Yeah, of course, because I want the clock to run down Oh, my fuck. Next year, they definitely have to add a way to fine-tune the Super Sim. Because, every time I boot into this fucking game, it has, this... chew the clock is... the tempo stays normal, but of course the clock comes up chew the fucking clock. How would we just make it so, my defense doesn't play all rookie when we're doing this sim? That'd be great. We get a stop every now and again. This is your C4 bitching half-hour special right here, pretty much. Oh my god. 4 picks from Eli Manning. Do we kick the field goal? No, we're going for it. What's another interception to his name, right? Let's go shotgun, 4th and 1. Let's go slants. And by slants, I mean whatever fucking play I picked here. It's 4th down and we don't have our receiving back out there. That's on you, Ben McAdoo. Come the fuck on, man. Well, at least they turned it over, but are you kidding me? Why don't just that's why you're not playing for the Vikings, bro. Oh my. Well, I mean, he did look like he got absolutely murdered on that play, but you expect. Come on, someone make a play here on the wide receivers. The throws aren't horrible. What's a suicide pass in Madden? I mean, it's not real, so you're gonna be all right. Yeah, okay, we'll take the safe pass and get 1 yard. Oh. Well, we got 2 downs to get this. Jesus fuck. I don't think, is confidence still in this game? Like 4 picks? Like, am I just throwing with, like, why am I even throwing the ball? His accuracy's down to like a 9 overall. Remember they used to do that in old Mads? Every time you threw a pick, your accuracy, you just take off 10 overall. Every pick to your goddamn accuracy, it seemed like. Well, that's pretty much fucking gonna do it. I'm just gonna do my. Oh, actually, no, I can't do my outro because I will take a gander at the stats. Not good though. Horrible gameplay. If this is your first time stopping by, for the love of God, just check out literally any of my other videos. That's a better representation of how I play in the content. Treadwell is trash, man. Holy fuck, he's bad. Thank God Philadelphia didn't draft that piece of shit. Like, try to just go to Treadwell for the lulz here again. Oh, I mean, our offensive line can't do shit anyway. Jesus Christ. Stick a fucking fork in me for once. Come on, we're done. This game's done. We're done. Get some points off this drive. Yeah, for sure. I would throw pick number 5 of the day. Classic Eli Manning performance. Really, Mike Wallace, only guy that wants to showed up to work today. Tell you that. Wesley Wallace showed up once. Rest in peace. Eli Manning gets sacked by Sean Taylor, who's been all over the fucking place. That's a sack, 5 tackles, and a pick. Rest in peace. Oh, Laquan Treadwell, he wants the ball. Well, they're looks like they're bringing pressure here. Something might be open. There we go, Mike Wallace. Again, the only guy that showed up today. He must have a fucking big day. He must be at least 150. 150 yards. 158, 7 receptions. Not bad. He hasn't played that well since he left. Oh, he beat him again. Fit that in between the safety. Oh, for fuck's sake. How many drops has there been today? I mean, these are tough. These aren't like gimme catches, but there has been... Looking like the Philadelphia Eagles out there with all the drops. Looking like the New York Giants against the Green Bay Packers. You know, after that boat party orgy that they had where Odell Beckham Jr. was plowing Justin Bieber. Oh my God, that's another drop. Throw another one up there, by the way. That's 5 drops, I think we're at. Jump ball, Treadwell, come on. Well, he caught it, but out of bounds. Now we'll go booth reviewing. Oh, of course. What a tease. Give me a set of blue balls, why don't you? Good effort, I guess. You know, playing through the play, you knew he wasn't going to get bounced. He didn't have a chance. Oh, my God. End this. Someone end this for the love of God. 35-13 is the final score of incredibly frustrating connected franchise mode. I mean, I thought it'd be all right. I didn't think it was gonna be horrible, but I thought it'd be aight, and it was absolutely not aight. It was fucking trash. But I hope you guys were at least somewhat entertained throughout the video, because next one we're doing number 21 on our list. Ooh, definitely a much more exciting one. We're doing Clemson next, so stay tuned for that one. But we will, as promised, take a quick look at the stats here for our Ole Miss connected franchise mode. So for Clemson, do I create Deshaun Watson or do I roll with this like a Taj Boyd? So on the year, Eli Manning, 4,400 passing yards, 31 touchdowns, 24 picks. Gross. Run the ball. Deuce McAllister, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Dexter McCluster, 360 and 8 touchdowns. So, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's definitely not great. Treadwell, 84 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Calling bullshit on that. I didn't see that play at all in the 2 games that we used. Moncrief, 877 and 7. Wallace was by far the best player, I would say, on the offensive side of the ball. 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Wesley Wells, 537 and 3. And on the defensive side of things, Pat Willis, monster, 148 tackles. Derek Burgess with 123. On the sack front, we got 12 from Kimdichie, 10 from the piece of shit himself, Greg Hardy, 6.5 from Tim Bowens. And on the interception front, 3 from Cassius Vaughn, 2 from Derek Burgess, and 2 from Pat Willis. That will do it for here, guys. It's your boy C4 saying, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid of that subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section below anything. Hey, you want to say some shit about Ole Miss? Fucking just have at her, buddy. Enjoy the video, smash that like button, and until next time, peace.